See, this is the subject mobile application development that we are going to cover or uncover in this semester. And the subject code, it is 18 CS651. As the name suggests, mobile application development is, it is nothing but the Android apps, what you are regularly using, and the app till now in your hand, you are just using it, right? Zoom. It is also one of the mobile apps. That development that we are going to learn in this subject, how we are going to develop the apps. That is the thing that is being for the syllabus, and they have kept it in the subject 18 CS 651. And see, the textbook for this will be a textbook from the Google itself. It is a textbook that is freely available in the GitHub or in the directly in the Google itself. You are going to find this file, and even I have shared the same soft copy in the group also. Even you can download that. In the college library, it takes some time to they purchase. Till that time, you have to use this textbook itself, the soft copy. In the soft copy only, you have to study. I think everyone has seen the textbook. It's a beautiful textbook, and they have written it for the video itself. In that way, the textbook is. If you open the textbook and see, they have written it for the VTU university students itself. In that way, in the simple words, they have written the textbook and they have released it in the market. It's a very good textbook. They have kept it for for this subject, mobile application development. That is why you can refer this. See, this is a textbook, Android Developer Fundamental course. It has been developed by the Google Developer Training Team itself. See, if you see the syllabus, Unit 1, Unit 2, it is nothing but Module 1, Module 2. This will be the Module 3, Module 4, and Module 5. The same thing, they have kept it as a syllabus here. Module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly, it matches the chapter names. Exactly, it will see build your first app, activities, testing, debugging, and user support libraries. Get started, build your first app, activities, testing, debugging, and support libraries. See, user interaction, delightful, and testing your UI. User interaction, delightful, user experience, testing your. Each lesson, it is a topic in the syllabus. In the same way, for module 3, module 4, and module 5. See, in the first module, everything we are going to cover is what is Android, the just basics about the Android, and how to install the Android Studio. All those things that we are going to learn in the first module. Just basics about the Android, how to install the Android app, which are the layouts, all those things, and how to create a sample pages, and how to test your app that we have developed. That everything will be covered in the first module. In detail, how to create the menus, all those things that we are going to come up in the second module to connect to the third module to the internet, that we are going to cover it in the third module. The fourth module, it comes the database. All the data that we have to store it in the database. For that, SQLite you have to use. That details that we are going to learn, the database related, that it comes in the module 4. Finally, one more database is there, Firebase, and how finally you have to publish in the internet, that we are going to cover it in the module 5. Are you getting the things? If you are able to understand, please send it in the chat, that is, or if you have any doubts also, you can send it in the chat. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನಾರ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗಲೇ ಕೇಳಿ. If you have any doubts, please ask in the chat itself, or else you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Oh, very good. If you reply, then it will be easy for me to continue, or else I will have a doubt that whether it is been understood or not. That creates a doubt. Okay. You feel free to ask this doubt in the group also, or personally, or during the class itself. I'm going to clear. And one more thing, this subject, if you want to learn, it is always you have to develop and learn. It is not a theory subject. Just remember, this is not a theory subject. It is a programming subject. Programming means you have to write the programs. For that, you should have a basics about the Java program, because the Android app that you are going to develop using the Android app you are going to develop using the Java. That is why you should have some information, some basics about the Java. Then you can write the app. Remember, this is not a theory subject. It is a programming subject. You have to write the a simple programs that will create a mobile app. That is going to create a mobile app. And this subject, if you want to learn, you should install this software that is called Android Studio. Android Studio you have to install, and then in that you have to uh, write the programs, because you cannot write it in the Notepad or any other software and then run it. And this subject, it consumes some time, because whenever uh, you require the 8 GB system itself. What I suggest is, if you have a 8 GB system, then you RAM, then it will be very good to install the Android Studio, and also um, one more software to emulate us to run the app. It consumes some time. That is why, if you have a broadband, if you have internet, please download the Android Studio. And in the next coming classes, I will show you how to install and how to write the programs. Even easily, I can show you the output. But if you just see the output, it is just like the apps that you are going to see in the mobile itself. What main thing you have to see or learn in this subject is, you have to write something. Some part of the theory is there, but the more thing is the programming that you should remember. Why I am giving this information is, without the information about this subject, you should not continue with this, because you have since this is our subject is an open elective and you have opted it as assuming it as a theory subject, then it will create a problem in future. If you like programming, then you should continue with this subject. With that much background, I am going to start the class. Okay. The first In the first module, we are going to start with the introduction about the Android. See, what is an Android? The Android that we are it's an operating system. Operating system is nothing but it's a base where you can install so many other softwares. It's a very big software. Operating system is a very big software. On top of that, you are going to install so many other softwares. If you can install so many softwares on top of that, the base we are going to call it as an operating system, and it is a programming platform also. Programming platform means you can develop the programs, you can write the programs, you can run the programs. What about this Android? On this Android background, you can develop the apps that will be developed by the Google. Who has developed this operating system? Android is Google has developed this Android. They are the owners. For the smartphones and all the other mobile devices, now in the TV, everywhere you can see the Android OS. The vendor who has developed this is Google. And it is going to run in so many other any of the manufactured devices. Everything will be compatible with this mobile platform. See, this is one image which shows the Android apps. These things, it is not at all required, because every time in your hand itself you can see the mobile apps. Just I want to show this is how one single app looks. Why we go for this Android? The question is why we have to develop the Android apps. Till now we have the websites. The website was enough. Why we went for the apps? Even the websites will be there. This is another add-on. The apps is another add-on which will helpful for the businesses. See, Zoom, the software which you are using now, the Zoom software which you are using now, they are doing the business. What they are doing? They are going to allow for Google Meetings. In order to do the meetings, they provide the interface. For that, there is an mobile website interface. There is a website for that. In that website itself, you can join. But everywhere in every human being, they have a smartphones, mobile phones. If they have the phone, it will be useful instead of logging into the laptops or in the desktop computers and then join using the browser. In every mobile, you can give the apps and they can join from there itself. It creates a business. That is a business requirement. In order to create the new businesses or to build the new services and all the other games, PUBG games or any other games, car game, any other games, all those games, in order to play, it is no need to join or play in the computer itself, in the laptop or in the desktop. Even in the mobiles, you can play the same thing. For that, apps are required. That is why Android is required. These are the reasons why we develop the apps. Why do you have any other platforms other than this in order to do this requirement? Yes, there is a iOS is there. So many platforms are there, but which is the most famous, which is most popular mobile platform is this Android. See, in 190 countries, in all the mobile devices, there is an Android. And every day, millions of devices start connecting into the with using the Android devices. Every day, morning when they get up, they start using the apps. All the Android devices, they get it to use the apps, the games, or any other digital content. Millions of apps are there in the Play Store. That is why this Android is most famous compared to other. See, if you see the architecture, how exactly the stages are here. Till now, do you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, I am ready to repeat. Please send it in the chat itself, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Any doubts? ಇಷ್ಟ ತನಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾರ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ, ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ. Don't worry about your friends. If you ask the doubt, what my friend will think, what that friend will think, this friend will think, don't worry about that. Please clear your doubts. That is the main thing. ಏನಾರು ಇದೆಯಾ ಡೌಟು? Good. If you don't have a doubt, then we'll continue one second. Okay. See the Android architecture, operating system. See from the front end, if you see your mobile, whatever the Zoom app you are seeing, that will be the first layer. The Zoom app, what you are seeing, or you are seeing this PPT, this PDF, what you are seeing, this is the first layer. All the user apps, all the system apps, everything that will be the first layer. Below that, what is there? Below that is nothing but this app, it has to come in your mobile means they have to use some language and they have to write. The language that they are going to use is Java. With that Java API framework, API means application programming interface. What is that application programming interface is? It is just like a function, add, subtract, user defined functions. In the C program we'll write, right? Main function aldale innu bere barithivalla. Other than the main function, we'll write some add, multiply, subtract, division. In that way, ready-made functions in the Java, it is there, that we are going to call it as Java API framework. Our app, our user apps, these user apps, it is going to use this Java API to communicate with the below layers. If you send your name, that will go to some function in the Java API. And the logic what we have written, that depends on, that will know where to carry that information. That's all. That logic, everything we have written here. Whatever the program we have written, that is here in the second layer. Whatever the app front end, what we see, that is the first layer. Whatever the code which has been written, that is the Java API framework. In order to write the program, what is required? We required some libraries. Software libraries are required. That software libraries, that is the third layer. Native C bar C++ libraries. The libraries, all the libraries, it has been written in C bar C++. That is this library, Android runtime. The Android runtime is nothing but the API, what we have created, the program, some part of the software, it has to run. Now, whatever the program we write, whatever for that there will be app. That code, it has to run, right? Who is going to run is this part, Android runtime. This code is there, Android runtime, which is already been developed by the Google. This is not the part we are going to write. This is just the libraries. What we are going to write is in the second layer, Java API code. What finally we see in the mobile, this user apps, where we write this part, this code. What is this third layer? It is already the libraries which is present in the system. Who has developed? Already the Google has developed and they have given you. Libraries, it has been developed in C, C++, that we are going to use it in Java program. Android runtime, where we use, whenever we write the code, in order to run that program, we use this Android runtime. Is it clear? What is this third layer? What is this second layer? And what is this first layer? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಏನದು ಅಂತ? First layer, second layer, third layer ಏನು ಅಂತ? Whether it is clear? Okay. In the second layer, we write the first layer, what we see. The third layer is, this third layer will be used by the second layer. These libraries, we use it to write the program, and the written program that will be run by this Android runtime. Below that, there is a hardware abstraction layer. Hardware abstraction layer is, this is once again the software part which knows how to communicate with the hardware. See, there will be a camera, there will be a Bluetooth in your mobile. In order to communicate with that, this is the one part. All those logic that we are not going to write. How to communicate with the Bluetooth, when to on the Bluetooth, when to off the Bluetooth, how to get the data from the Bluetooth, how to send the data to the Bluetooth. That we write it in the second layer. But all the other information that will be present in this hardware abstraction layer. When to on the camera, that we decide. But just we send that information, switch on the camera to this information hardware abstraction layer. All the other things dealing with that hardware, that will be done by this layer. All that logic is written here and it is been already been given. Idunno now bariyalla. It is already been available. The last part is Linux kernel. This code, it is the core part. Core part of the operating system, where this core part, it knows how to handle with the memory, communicate with the RAM, memory management, how to communicate with the ROM, how to communicate with the processor. All those things that will be handled by this kernel part. Is it clear? The fourth and the fifth layer. Fourth layer is nothing but the hardware which are there in the devices, how to communicate with that software part, that coding, it is been written here. We just send the information to the hardware abstraction layer to on the camera off, on the Bluetooth or off. Everything that will be handled by this layer. The final Linux kernel is, it is the one part, core part, which deals with the hardware of the mobile, the processor, the RAM, all those things, which is a core part, or memory management. Everything will be done by this kernel part. That is what we are going to discuss one by one here. What are all the Java, in the Java, what all the it supports in order to develop view, list, buttons, menus, what we see, the buttons, what we create, resources, graphics, layouts, notifications, what we see. For all these things, there is a support in this Java API framework. It is ready made. Functions are there. Just you have to use it. This libraries and Android runtime, as I already said, in order to run, Android runtime is required. In order to write the program, we use the runtime libraries. The libraries na use ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. Libraries is nothing but a set of programs that is already been written by Google, and they're giving you ready-made. Use that and develop your own programs. That's all. That is the meaning of library. If I think now some of you have joined, please send your attendance, name followed by the USN. I can see the strength 30. Okay. This hardware abstraction layer, that is an interface. That is what I was saying. It will create an interface for you to communicate with the so many modules. Like example which I have said is camera module or Bluetooth module. In order to communicate with that, the interface will be there. Just you have to send the information through that interface. Everything is programming. Program I'm talking about, not the hardware. And final kernel is that will be deals with the real hardware drivers which are there in the system. Finally, how this app that we develop, how we can give it to the market. Finally, you can give it to the market using the Google Play Store, or even you can give, directly this APK directly. You can send it through any other apps. That is also there. But if you want to connect to everyone, if this your app should be available to everyone, you have to add it to the Google Play Store. That is the distribution option. It is there, and that is being operated and developed by the Google. See the Android versions. Say I have another 2 minutes. These are the Android versions. When they have released the first version, that is in the 2008. They have not kept any name in the first two versions. After that, they have followed the order C, D, E, F, G, H. See the starting letter of the names I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. They have followed these names: cupcake, donut, eclairs, frio, gingerbread, honeycomb, sandwich. These are the just the funny names they have kept for the Android versions. Marshmallow, nugget, Oreo, pie, Android 10 and 11. I think still they are searching for the names. In the 2020 September 8, they have released this Android 11. Okay, see the year they have released the first version 2008. Now 2021 they have in the version which is this Android 11. And also the API levels are 30. These are the versions. I'll send this PPT in the group. The challenges of the Android app development, all these things that we'll discuss in the next class. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the group, or personally you can ask about the subject. Since you have selected as an open elective, I am going to give some information if you have any doubts on this subject. Till that time, thank you. We'll join in the next class and inform others also to join.